Sí.
Un saludo especial para la gente hermosa de Canadá.
Muchas gracias.
Desde Cali, Colombia. Allá está haciendo frío, aquí no. A toda la gente beautiful de Canadá. You people, I love you forever. Hey, you're from Colombia. Hey, bye bye.
And the beat is in the air. Colombia, what we love today. Freedom is so strong, yeah, and the lights are shining bright. Colombia, gonna see my love tonight. It's a perfect night for dancing. The ocean breeze is saying, Colombia, that's the light.
Buenas empanadas, damas y caballeros, ¿cómo estás? Well, today I'm going to have an interesting adventure, I think. I was just dropped off by my motorcycle driver, Jose, and I'm here in San Vicente de Chucuri, and I decided for my last full day that I'm going to revisit La CUEVA de los Aviones, which was really beautiful, turquoise colored pools, and Jose told me that if I start here, which is a different starting point altogether than last time, it's going to take about 2 kilometers to meet up where we went as far as we went last time. Hopefully that makes sense. The last pool that my guide took me to. In other words, it's going to take me 2 hours to get to that point, and then I'll be seeing all the pools that I saw before. So Jose tells me that there's going to be some more pools along this way. I'm going to have to walk in the water, which is totally fine. I got my water shoes, but I don't have my dry bags for all my camera equipment, so hopefully I won't slip and fall into the water. But again, I have all day. It's about 8:30 a.m. now. It's already nice and warm, probably about 26 degrees, but it should be an interesting day. And looking forward to it. I'm on my own, obviously, so we'll just see how it goes, and I'll show you what I can find as we go along. Alright, just a couple minutes into the walk, but it just kind of struck me. I should have thought of this before, but it just kind of hit me that if there's going to be pools of water and it's all rock around it, like it tends to be at these spots, that could be a problem. Because as I mentioned, I don't have my dry bags, and to swim with a heavy backpack of camera gear and keeping it safe and above water is not easy. So I'm gonna have to hope that I can navigate these pools without having to do swims, but I highly doubt that that's going to be the case. I'll just show you quick little clips of the sections that I'm walking along. So far, nothing terribly interesting. I hope you can hear that bird in the background. Cool sound. Still nothing too terribly special. Nada especial todavía. It is pretty though. Well, if the pools of water don't get any deeper than this, then I'm okay, but as I've said so many times on Vancouver Island, it only takes one deep spot so it can mess you up. this one of the pozos he's talking about? One of the pools? Probably. But so far none of them are very deep. So it's good. Alrighty then, well this is exactly what I was talking about. It is a beautiful colored little pool, but on the other hand it looks pretty freaking deep. Question is it over my head? As long as if I can walk with my backpack held above my head, well that's okay. But again, if I have to swim, that's a problem. And as you can see, it's a little canal there. So I guess this is where I'm gonna have to test the depth and hope that I can hold my bag above my head. And even if I have to go this deep, that's fine, because there's no big current that's gonna push me into the water there. But this is the kind of obstacle that I expected to have to contend with. But it's pretty. Alright, well I made it, but just barely. What I ended up having to do is I went for a little walk in the water without my gear to test the depth, and it was over my head at one point. However, I was just able to get to, if I can get over here, right along those rocks there. This part here, really deep, too deep. So I had to kind of throw my bag up there, and then I had to climb up right here, and then retrieve my bag, and then climb up over here, and here we are. But the bottom line is, if there's anything worse than this, then I'm SOL. I'll have to do everything. I'll literally have to walk out this way backwards, and so I'm just going to have to hope that it doesn't get any worse than this. But it is a beautiful spot, I have to say that. So let's continue on up this little tiny waterfall. Definitely is kind of cool through this little spot here. Interesting how you have the different layers of rock. That's really black, and then that's a different shade. Totally black right here. Fortunately, this rock isn't too slippery. Guess I might as well record as much as I can, because the chances of me coming back to this spot are probably fairly slim. A little further on up the stream again. So far, nothing but tiny little cascades. At this point, I feel like I've gone about 1 kilometer or so, so nothing too terribly difficult other than that one pool. But so far, so good. This is actually a nice little spot. Getting to see more molded rock from the water. Another secondary little cascade up there. Going to give you a 360 view of this spot. It's kind of cool. I mean, if you didn't know better, you'd think that those rocks were all put there man-made. So yeah, it's not a bad little spot here. Okay, now we're talking. This is definitely interesting, this little spot here. How I'm going to get up and around it, I have no idea yet. Looks like there might be a trail right here. Definitely looks like a trail. I wonder if this is the bottom of the main pool. But yeah, this is beautiful right here. Really cool. Now I'm going up this fairly steep hill. Should be interesting to see where it comes out at. As I kind of suspected, I'm already at the pool area where I saw last year. So this is the nicest one in my opinion. So I'm gonna take my time here and try and get some really nice photos. So that didn't take that long for me to get here. I think I'm maybe an hour and a half in, so from this point I've got lots and lots of time to try and get some nice photos, and if I think that they look nice after I've edited them, I'll show you what they look like. But I'll keep the camera rolling because this is a really beautiful spot here. Definitely a little slice of paradise here. Okay, how the heck do you get up right here? That part I don't remember. That's quite a little distance there. How the heck did we manage that before? As expected, ran into a big group, so I'm gonna go somewhere else for a little while. Down there is where all those people are. So I'm gonna hang around here for a little bit. Maybe break out the drone. I'd say this is the third nicest spot of all the spots on this little trek. About the same amount of water as last time. If anything, a touch less, but it's pretty similar. The group is hunting me down and following me now, so maybe I can go to the other spot down there uninterrupted for a while. Well, I remember the last time I came with the guide, basically he showed me how to get down to about halfway down there, and then I jumped into the water from there. But seeing how I have all my gear with me and nobody to help me out this time, I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'm going to go around the other spot again, and I'll see if I can maybe get down there safely, because I want to get some shots from down there for sure. unless you're fairly tall and have a little bit of strength, it's definitely a little tricky. So she didn't want to dive into the water. We're a little scared, but you have to do it. You think it's the safest. So. Been so busy shooting because the conditions have been bright and cloudy, so I've been on standby with my camera waiting for just those right moments to get some good shots. And I'm quite happy. I think I might have some better shots than the first time I was here. Even though the guide never rushed me whatsoever, told me to take my time, you still feel like you don't want to take all day. So I had more time to check out different compositions this time, and that's always a good thing. When I was here a year ago, I actually went inside this little, whatever you want to call it, cavern, took a few photos from down in there, and then you go down a little tube and you dive into the pool, which is kind of fun, but I'm not going to bother doing that today. I've already done it. I already have some photos in there, so I'm gonna head back to there's one more really cool spot. I don't know if I'll get any better photos, but I'm gonna check it out. This nice little spot here is again where I went when I had the guide, but if I was to go back this way, it would be above my head. So there's actually a trail right there. So I'm going to do that this time. It's actually a kind of a cool little channel right here. This is kind of nice. Kind of interesting how there's this distinctly black rock and then this super colored, super light colored rock like this. Never seen such a wide discernment of colors like that, I don't think. All very light pastel-y colors through here. So now I'm a little confused. Oh, okay, there we go. This is the spot where you can go inside. Again, I'm not going to bother. I've done it. I need to do it again. And can't even see the waterfall. Sure, this has got to be the spot. I think it's the spot. Anyhow, I'm not going in there. So I'd have to get totally soaked again, so it's not worth it. A little bit of a climb there. Again, with Very interesting light shaded rock. Very interesting. And I think I'm coming up to the last waterfall up ahead here, so I guess that little crevice back there was the entrance into that little waterfall spot. It's actually quite refreshing walking in the water like this. Well, I might as well go all the way to the top, I guess. I've got time. Another little pool. Another little cascade. Beauty. Some Tarzan vines here. The last waterfall up there isn't really happening. Doesn't have enough water flow to make the little extra effort to get up there, so I'm just going to show you this. A little higher up vantage point of the pond. And now I'm going to head back down. Spot is definitely really unique. Got to be a good shot here somewhere. I like it. You can get over here fairly safely. Yeah, that goes right through the rock there, comes out down there. Beautiful colors. So I just made the effort to get over to the base of this waterfall. It's a little tricky, that's why you don't really see other photos of it. But this is the spot where it goes into the cavern down there, so it is the right spot. It's definitely something you'd expect to see in Thailand, but Colombia has these kind of beautiful formations as well. There you go, an even closer view. to get back to the big sign that says La Cueva de los Aviones, you have to go up a whole bunch of steps. I just thought I'd show you on the way by this cacao. They grow cacao at this property. Here's the main sign, one of the starting spots for La Cueva de los Aviones. And right over there, it's a place where you can have a little bit of lunch and you can hire a guide as well. And the guides are all nice and friendly people, so definitely worthwhile if you don't know where you're going. Bueno, damas y caballeros, I think I'm going to wrap things up now. Had a great day. Awesome being out in nature. I always promote getting out into nature and finding beautiful spots like this instead of going to the bar. I'd rather go out into nature 10 out of 10 times. So anyhow, I want to once again recommend Jose as a driver if you happen to be in San Vicente de Chucuri on your own like I am. 30,000 pesos he's charging me to drop me off where he did earlier, and then he's coming to pick me up at 3 o'clock, and he was right on time this morning. He was right on time all the other times a year ago, so when you can find somebody who's reliable like that, definitely use them. So I guess with that said, thanks for watching, and remember, there's no you in Colombia, but hopefully you can come visit this beautiful country someday. Until next time, hasta los tacos. Ciao.